I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Hello, good evening, welcome to the home of the Ghost Owl, and yes, we're back. It's Friday night stream. We're not going to have too much more of streaming nearly every night, and that's because my family will be home, and we'll be back to our normal schedule of streaming on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. However, we will be streaming all weekend. And as much as we can next week, it's going to be quite difficult for me to stream on Wednesday, Thursday. We'll see how that pans out. And also this week, just gone, Wednesday, Thursday, again, work did take precedence. Got to pay the bills, so work has to be the priority. But I'm trying to stream as much as I can. Now, Atomfall. So we didn't get to stream Wednesday, Thursday like I planned, and I did plan to play Last Epoch at the weekend, so the plan is to play Last Epoch. We are continuing to play Atomfall offline, and that will go up as a series up on YouTube, so if you are interested in the Atomfall stuff, you can check that out there. Today we're going to be playing a mage. We're going down the Sorcerer Mastery, so we're going to check that out. I did see the PoE 2 update video. Very excited for PoE 2, have to say. The video did make me very excited for the release. So the plan will be is that we will be playing Last Epoch today, tomorrow, maybe Sunday, and then the plan will be to start playing PoE 2 again next week, just to get back into it. Get back into how it works, the support gems. I've not played PoE 2 actually now for quite some time, so it'd be good to get back into it, get familiar with the game again, ready for the update drop on the 4th of April. And then the plan will be to play PoE 2 pretty much up until I kind of have to stop playing because of work. As I said, most of April and all of May is going to be incredibly difficult. There is going to be one or two streams, like the odd one at a weekend or the odd one on an odd day, but we won't be anywhere close to our normal streaming schedule for about a month and a half, and then we get back to normal in June. So, enough talking. Let's sort our character. So we're on Cycle. We're going to create a new online character. There we go. We're going into Cycle, and here we are. We're going into our Mage class. And we're looking to do a sorcerer, so Ghost Owl Sorcerer. Oh, whoa. Sorcerer. There we go. Cool. Right, there we go. That's that. And normal. Yes, none of that. Okay, that's fine. Let's go. And here we are.
In the beginning, there was darkness. Only the terror, myself, and the void. I was content with nothing. She dreamt of light, of life, of humanity. We disagreed. And yet, in her world, there were gods. Majasa of the desert, Largon of the sea, Rye of the endless skies, and Hierot of the frozen tundra. But fate stole Terra away. Without her, there was conflict, then wars. In the end, it was Rye who sought to outshine the sun that would pull the world into his flame. Caught within Rye's gaze were the Keepers, an order sworn to protect Eterra's memory and the power it still holds. They were joined by someone unexpected, a traveler, willing to walk into the flames of war. But why? Was it honor they sought? Power? Redemption? Or was this fate? Perhaps. But no story is quite that simple.
Okay, cool. Right, here we are. We are playing with our mage. What have we got here? We got X, lightning bolt, and okay, we've got that right. No problem. Let's go.
These roads are not kind to my bones. I must hurry. Wellring is still a few days away.
Okay. I have to say, so far, the Void Knight was very good. I did really enjoy playing the Void Knight. I enjoyed playing the Acolyte Leash as well, but both of them were definitely better than the Rogue Marksman. I maybe think that the build I had just didn't suit me, to be honest. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, so that to be fireball, that to be nothing, and then I want that to be lightning, and we'll have that as the sword. There we go. Fireball. Evade. Yep. Nice. Nice. We are following a build guide. And we're going to be going down an icy pathway. There we go. Into the burning forest we go. Nice. Okay, so far no AoE. Which is less than ideal. Now I don't know if that Phoenix has fire resist, but I kind of feel like he should have, so that's why I switched to the lightning. Yeah. Oh, shit. Somebody hit us with an absolute truck.
When it was my mistake, they were like, "What? Are you good? Name's no one. Come, let me watch you fight."
Okay, so we've got our first. Okay, so I don't want any of that. That's automatically equipped. I do have passives though. Okay, confirm. And on the passives, we are going to put our first point into increased fire damage, cold damage, and lightning damage. Well, why not? Why not? What's this thing? Snap freeze. Okay. Okay, so snap freeze. Let's put that in here and that there. Here we go. So we got one of each so far. One cold, one lightning, one fire.
Smoke.
Okay, interesting. Gives us a bit of CC. It's not really an AoE spell, which I thought it might have been a bit more like a cone of cold, which it wasn't. Unfortunately. Oh, shield. It's interesting because I found the rogue marksman pretty squishy, and I know I had some resistance issues, but I'm thinking that the mage should be the squishiest of them all, right? A lot of shields so far.
And for what?
Nice. Cool. What is that one? What is that ability? That ability is Elemental Nova. Cast a Nova around you that deals fire, cold, and lightning damage. Huh. Okay. Actually. There we go. Oh, and we got a passive. Okay, passive. We're going to have a bit of that. Nice. And we got this one. The first one is going to be Fireball. So we're going to put our first point down here into Ignite Chance, plus 30%. Okay, where are we going now?
Where'd you learn to fight?
Very nice. Ah, that's how it works. Nice. Hide Gloves of Embers. Oh, we don't have a loot filter on. Uh-oh. That's gonna be needed. So, a loot filter. Right. There we go. Okay. And then manage loot filters. Add. Paste clipboard content. This is going to be sorcerer level. That looks a bit sorcery, a bit of that, a bit of that. And there we are. Cool. Loot filter on. And then we can get rid of that. Ooh, Forged Soldier. Here we are. Okay, good. We managed to dodge. Get those ignites off. Oh.
Well done.
That's okay. We got him. We didn't get anything good from it.
Ahead.
Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it through the introduction. Right. Great Mauser's on board. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Always good to see the Mauser in Twitch.
It's these now. Speaking of, I must head there now. Feel free to look around. I'll see you shortly.
Okay, let's go and talk to one of these first.
Let me get it.
Join Circle of Fortune. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Very nice. Right, let's go here. Okay, so idols. We don't have any spots for that right now. Trash gear, none of it should fit because it doesn't apply and it'll be too high level. Apart from maybe that. What's that? No. Okay. Gear sets will be too high level. Same with the experimental. Legendary. Do we have any interesting legendaries for a mage? I mean, these boots are actually quite nice with the cold pen and the frostbite freeze rate multiplier, given we're going down the cold route. Could be interesting. Because we are looking for cold pen. Oh, that's got +3 attunement, so that's better than the strength. Interesting. Plus judgment, rot mind. No. Oh. Oh, that's a unique. Why is that in? Oh, it's necrotic, but that should be in the other ones. One-handed sword, cold damage, mana strike. That's another interesting one for a mage. What am I going down? Am I going down the... Yeah, I'm probably going to go down the staff route, but... Okay. And then what have we got in the uniques? We got a lot. Anything of interest? That's minion armor. That's no good. Boots, no. Gloves, no. Mana region, no. Rogue relic. Fireball damage. But we're going down the cold pathway. What's that? Two-handed staff, runic invocation. That's if we were going down the other one. Which we're not. Melee bow, keeper's gloves. That's an interesting ring. So let's keep that out. Torch. Bleeding heart. No. No. Throwing damage. Throwing cold damage. Avarice is always going to be good, right? Elemental damage, leeched as health, and then leech rate and elemental resistance. None of that. I mean, I'm certainly not going to complain at that. That's acid flask. No. Okay, doesn't look like we've got a huge amount, to be honest. Spell physical, poison, multi-strike, smite, no. No. Oh, Tome of the Elements. Yeah, so I definitely want that. 28% elemental damage leached as health. Oh, and I can equip that now. That's got no level requirement. Yeah. Cool. That's amazing. That's a great start. Right. Okay. That's necrotic spells. I was hoping we might have a good staff, but clearly not. Stormhide Paws. No. Another Tome of the Elements. Ooh. Both. So this Tome of the Elements is better. It doesn't have any Weaver's Will. We get 1% less duration, but we get 5% more chance to chill shock. Duskreaver, I need a spoon. I need the spoon? Where's the spoon? This one. Wand. 22 chance to ignite, chill shock. Where does the spoon goes in here though, really? But I wanted to use it. I was going down the staff route rather than this. You think the spoon is better? Spoon and an offhand? It's really good. Then the spoon we shall take. So do we have any offhands? What's an offhand? See, I don't know. I don't think I've got any other offhands here that... No. What else have I got lying around? It's a relic. Okay, I think that's a good start. I think that's a good start. I don't think we've got any good offhands. We'll keep these on board because we will want those. I think they'll at least be good to start with. I think we can always move them out. But I'm kind of feeling like mana spent gained as ward, increased health and mana will be good. Plus the elemental resistance is going to be good. And then, you know, Avarice is always going to be interesting with the elemental damage, right? So I think that, and I'm gonna take Duskreaver's idea of taking the spoon, and we're gonna go with the spoon and an offhand, unless we get a really good staff, because I was going to go down the staff route, but we'll see. Okay, let's get rid of you. Like so, because we are going down a cold damage pathway. We're going to be looking to use... What are we doing? We're using... Glacier is going to be our main spell. That's our plan. Laden is a lot of endgame builds. Okay. So I am following a build guide, but it's a leveling one. Because we're just going to do the campaign with the sorcerer, just to see how it is. Like I say, we're still learning the game, really. I don't want to go too deep into the monolith system when there's going to be an update literally in a matter... I mean, it was supposed to be also in a matter of days. It's going to be in a matter of a couple of weeks, but I don't want to go too deep in that yet. I mean, damage seems pretty solid, not going to lie. Oh, now I want to go this way. And there we go. Oh, wow, that doesn't give you much. You have 3 weeks, depending on how much you get sucked into the pit. So you thought the PoE 2.2 looks lackluster. Interesting. I actually quite liked it, I have to say. I am looking forward to trying out a Huntress just to see, because I do play every class to the end of at least Act 1. And I am interested to see how the transition into the end game feels. But yeah, interesting you think it's lackluster. What is it that you were hoping for that you didn't get? We got Mana Strike. Good. So you have every class in PoE 2 at least to level 90 and over 10k hours in PoE. I've never played PoE 1, so I really can't talk about PoE 1 at all. I've literally never played it. Something I actually do want to do because of what people have said about like giving it a go. So I do want to give it a go at some point, but there's a little thing called time, which I don't have enough because I'm not a full-time streamer or video gamer. So yeah, maybe one day I'll get to achieve all the content I want. We'll see. But yeah, I'd just be interested to know, given how much time you've got in PoE 1 and 2 then, what is it you were looking for? There was a lot promised over the last 5 years you feel hoodwinked on. But if you go, so the only game that I can compare, right, is PoE 2. I've seen the update. You've got a lot of time in PoE 2. What is it that you wanted out the update that would have made you, that would change your view on it being good or bad? Like, what is it you felt was missing? %90 of the update is PoE 1 stuff they're putting in. Yeah, so my understanding that is the case. Like I said, I can't 100% confirm that, but yeah, I believe things like the random rogue exiles or stuff like that is absolutely that. The big harp is fixed armor, but wasn't the update that we saw, as in that 40-minute presentation, wasn't that the only bit? Wasn't that only the new stuff and the like material changes to the game? Isn't there a whole bunch of patch balance notes that they haven't released yet? Because I thought there was supposed to be a whole bunch of balance stuff that was coming in. They just hadn't announced it yet. And 4 months to toss in assets you already have developed. But I would agree in terms of the mechanics you've got developed. I guess the assets they've got to kind of redo, at least graphically, because the graphics are different. And if the game plays, and I hear the game plays quite differently, aren't there a lot of other things you have to consider about how it interacts, because the game is so different? I don't know. I'm not saying. They said in an interview with Ziggy D they don't know what to do with armor. Okay. I didn't see that interview, I'm afraid, so didn't see that bit. Understood. So that is definitely a shame, because I did play the warrior all the way through to the end of Act 1. I enjoyed the principle of the warrior, but I didn't feel it was as... Like, when I played the sentinel here, I was like, man, this guy feels like he's one heavily armored, like, tough-ass dude. I did not feel like that when I played the warrior in PoE 2. I did not feel like stacking tons of armor felt good. So that's a shame. If they haven't sorted anything with armor, that is a real shame. You have to have energy shield for the warrior to be viable. Yeah, and see, I only played to the end of Act 1 with the warrior, and I was stacking armor, and it was doable, but it didn't feel good like the other classes felt. In fact, a lot of the other classes felt more survivable, yet I didn't feel like, from a story perspective, they should have been, I kind of feel like, of all the classes, I feel like the warrior should be almost the most survivable, right? And I certainly didn't have that feeling.